All right, we are go. And there was not much time. I have to go to class. So let's see if I can't draw Farmer Judson throwing a bone here. We are on scene 6. And I need to give him some color, some life. So let's find him. Let's find him, shall we? Where I need a reference because I know his color palette is very unique. And unfortunately not as thought through as it should have been. Character development. That won't be. Because initially he was like this dark tan dark skinned guy with red hair, which I don't think it's, I mean, I'm no expert on genetics, but I don't think that happens. So that's gotta change. There you go. There he is, right there. So I'm gonna use that color palette. Whatever. Okay, he's lighter. That works a little bit better. Let me move my microphone. Sorry for that noise. Which, by the way, I wonder how much a mini USB cable costs, because I really need. Let me make a new layer here. Oops, I did. Because I really need to plug my microphone straight into my laptop and do that recording easier, because it's syncing stuff. By golly, adds production time. We can't have this much production time. That's costly, man. That's costly. Okay, Farmer Judson. Now this will be a little complicated. Can I do this in a half hour or less? Actually, I have like 20. Yeah, I have like a half hour to do this. Maybe not, but we'll start with the most important things. I read a book about animation once, and it said animators need to start with what's most important, namely the head, and then like the hands and stuff like that. And then you do like the inner stuff before. Or afterwards. I mean, you do the inner stuff afterwards. And I think that sounds logical. You know, you get what's important out there. Now, granted, I'm tracing here. I'm not creating, so maybe it doesn't matter what I start with. True. Also, I need to be very careful. What's wrong with my drawing? There we go. There we go. Smooth. I missed his beard. I'll have to come back to that. Boom, 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 boom. I read the newspaper this morning, guys. I read the newspaper. I'm taking it from a class, a news writing class I'm taking here at Utah State, and quite frankly, it'll be interesting. I'm excited. I am. It'll be fun. I'll learn how to become a better news writer and a better writer in general. Forgive me. Also, I'll work on my dictation, because that's important. And so I read the newspaper. There are a couple articles that went over my head, and that's bound to happen. But I will admit, the journalists who wrote some of those articles got me to care about things I didn't know I cared about. They were good writers, is all I'm saying, and I learned some stuff. That was interesting. So, Farmer Judson's hat. Now, guys, I realize this is. Drawing on the computer is not as easy as one might think. I mean, it's beneficial if you have a bamboo Wacom tablet, however you pronounce that, like I do. But if you don't, well, good luck to you, because the mouse ain't gonna help you. Dare I say. Anyway, so guys, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? I've just started animating, and you're like, so why do I want to watch this? Here's the thing. I'm showing you the process. The whole process of animation. This is the inside scoop of how it's done. So next time you ask me, how did you do that? Well, now you know. I can just show you. Bam, that's how I did it. That's exactly how I did it. Word for word, line for line. So right now, all we're doing is digitizing. See, I've already made a concept. I've already conceptualized the story, which is something you got to do. I don't know what his nose is supposed to look like. Let's just do that. And I've already made a storyboard, which is like the first draft. And now I'm digitizing this storyboard. Okay? And so once it's digitized, then I can animate it. So it's a process. The animating program I will use in this project is Motion Artist, assuming that I still am allowed to use that. I got it on the beta trial. I think they gave it to me. Yeah, That would be bad. Oh, if I couldn't, that would be bad. But I don't remember what did he have. Does Farmer Judson have sideburns? Yes, he does. He's got sideburns. He's got the whole 9 yards. Okay, that's not too shabby. What was I saying? If I could rewind and see what I was saying, I would do that. But I can't. I can't do that. I don't remember what I was saying, guys. Something about animation. So let me just keep doing that. Oh, and motion artist. That's what I'm using. I also use Anime Studio, which I quite enjoy. It's vector based, and you can create it within it. Motion artist is more of like it's for motion comics, and so it's not really built for drawing in, but it is built for animating. So once I get, well, and that's not entirely true either. It's, to me, it seems like a very basic program. Like, you can build call out bubbles, you can build squares for comics, but and you can move things, but it doesn't have like joins or bones. Joins or bones. It doesn't have bones or joints like other animating programs do. So honestly, it kind of resembles PowerPoint in a not very, okay, to me it resembles PowerPoint. Maybe the creators would probably say, what are you talking about? This is not at all PowerPoint. But I'm just saying, its capabilities are limited, and that's fine. I mean, it's got its use, and that's fine. But it's not like Anime Studio. That's all I'm saying. So anyway, what I'll do eventually is put these pictures into Motion Artist and make them move a little bit, but mostly what's going to keep this entertaining, I think, is the artwork. Cross your fingers. And I'm going to have sound effects, and hopefully the story will be somewhat engaging, and it'll be like a comic book style. So that's what you have to look forward to, and that's what this is going to be. There's his elbow. I like to have the elbow like a separate joint there. So yeah, that's the project we're working on, guys. It is currently called, in development, is called The Lazy Dog, which I'm betting will be the final title anyway. And hands are tricky to draw. They really are. Like, if you want to go to film school, I mean animation school, which I almost did actually, you need to learn how to draw hands or you won't get in. Hands and feet. That's what they told me when I went and talked to them at that school. Anyway, I will make do with mediocre hands because that's what I'm going to have to do. Oops, that is a weird looking bone. Let's try this again. Also, what have I done? That needs to be on a new layer. And it was so good. It was such a beautiful bone too. Why does this need to be on a new layer, you ask? Actually, it doesn't. I changed my mind because it doesn't. It should be. I lied. It doesn't. It doesn't. Because what's going to happen in the end is, dang it. I am going to, when I animate this, I'm going to make him, there's going to be a joint here, so he can lean forward and throw the bone. And once it gets to here, I will change the closed hand to an open hand, and I'll make a bone floating on top of his hand appear, so it won't look like anything changed. It just opened his hand, and then the bone will fly. That's what's going to happen in the long run. But that is the long run, and that is not yet. See how the arm's separate there? Funky. Funky. I don't know, guys. We'll keep working. Anyway, so what I want to do today is simply just get this picture colored. Just one Farmer Judson. Just him right here. And us. So happy. Together. That's what I'm gonna do. And I think I'm about there. I mean, he doesn't look the most Krispy Kreme. The most Krispy Kreme, fine lined and ready to go. But I have ineptitudes. And so we'll go with what we have. And once I overcome my ineptitudes, then he'll be much cooler looking. But by then, by the time that happens, I won't be working on this project, hopefully. Hopefully, guys, really, this project, it has never I don't know why I haven't finished it such a long time ago. I've been telling people about it, and I just never finished it. So rest assured, it's gonna happen this time. Okay. How's it look? I mean, it looks okay, but hopefully I'll be able to fine tune it with the color. Because okay is not quite good enough. Also, I forgot his eyebrows. So we need those. We definitely need those things in there. Okay, so they're like, all they are triangles. I just made his eyebrows triangles. Okay. I also kind of think his eyes are too high up on his head. But that can just be how he looks. That can be Farmer Judson. So, yeah. What does his shirt look like? Oh, it does have a collar. Beautiful. Beautiful. And then it's got buttons down it. See, I'm drawing on a flat surface, but I'm drawing on a horizontal flat surface, not a vertical one. And it's appearing on a horizontal flat surface. I don't know if that makes a difference, but I'm just telling you, sometimes this is weird. Weird things happen. Strange things are afoot. Every once in a while. Okay. So, let's get some color in here, shall we? I don't know if I'll have time to get all this color in here. Maybe we'll keep it short today, guys. But if I can at least get started with color, that would be great. So, skin tones. Right there, whatever this might be. This is now Control Plus on the keyboard zooms in Photoshop, by the way. In case you were wondering that. Oh, don't draw on the same layer. Okay, so the lines are on this layer. I'll create a new layer over here. Put it below that layer. And let me name this, because that's confusing. So, Judson line. And now this will be Judson color. And this is where I'm going to color. I'm going to color underneath the line. See, we've been through this. You knew that. You knew that. Here we go. Coloring him in. Coloring him in. I had eggs again for breakfast. So in case you're wondering about that, they were good. I had some toast again. Some toast and raspberry jam. And that was good. I did that while I was reading the newspaper. No joke. I made breakfast and read the newspaper. Now there was a caveat here. I read the newspaper online, which I don't actually prefer to do. For my class, I have to read the print newspaper, but we just signed up and it hasn't came yet, so I got to read it online, and I did that. Okay. Get some color, some real good color going. What do you guys think? What do you think? What just happened? Something just happened. Something bad just happened. It all disappeared. I pushed something on the keyboard that I should not have pushed. Fill layer. That's weird. Control backspace apparently fills the layer. Huh, really? Did not know that. Don't push control backspace. Alright. What else do you want to know about Photoshop? The brackets change the size of the brush. That's what I've been doing. The left bracket makes it smaller and the right bracket makes it bigger. And that's how I adjust the size of my brush without moving my mouse. So who knew? Hotkeys in Photoshop. It's like playing a video game, but it's not. Because it's not. Come on, you didn't need me to explain that. You knew it wasn't. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful. It's all about speed and precision. It's about doing well and doing it efficiently, quickly. Because I'm on the clock. They ain't paying me for slacking around. That's not true. Nobody's paying me nothing. Except for the pure joy of engaging in my hobby, which I am paying to myself. Alright. There's Farmer Judson's skin. What should we do next? His hair. His beautiful, bright red hair. That's right. You heard me. That's how it is. I don't know. Next time, if I were to redo the character design again, I might make some adjustments. Also, it could look more realistic if I had shadows in it, so maybe I'll get to that eventually. But now is not the time. I will say, even though I wasn't 100% appreciative of my line work, even though it seemed a little sloppy and disproportionate, just a little bit though, the color actually adds to it quite a bit. So that's interesting. And by now you might be asking, is Ford still talking to himself in a room by himself while he is drawing for what we're going on now? I don't have a time, but I'm sure it's been actually that's not true. 16 minutes, over 16 minutes. Wow, this kid needs to get a hobby. Oh wait, this is his hobby. That's strange. Eyebrows. What color are eyebrows? See, I feel like I definitely made them brown, and his hair is not brown. I don't know if that goes against genetics, but I'm sticking to it for now because I can. Because this is animation. Anything can happen in animation, guys. Now, I will say, sure, it should make sense. You need to convince your viewers that what they're watching is possible so they can actually connect to it. However, have some fun with it, okay? Have some fun with that, with those boundaries. That's not the right color. Are your eyes gray? I hope not. Like they might have hints of shadowy gray, but okay. Look at those pearly whites. Oh wait, that's what you call teeth. Alright, hat time. This is animation. I'll say it again. This is animation. Actually, that's not true. This is character development / the first part of animation, the boring part. And that's not entirely true. If you like drawing, this will be fun. If you like animating, you, like me, oftentimes you will not be able to wait. Like you will not, like by that I mean you'll, how do I mean? Impatience? I cannot wait. You know that phrase? I cannot wait to animate during this production because you won't be animating, you'll just be drawing. You'll be like, I cannot wait to animate. Ooh, I like that. I like that. There's like reflections of his hat on his hair. That'll be details later. It was an accident, but it'll be details later. Okay. Next, his shirt. Yeah. Here's what I'm gonna do. My hand is getting tired, guys. Wow. These are problems that you don't anticipate. Like for example, how many of you have, remember that problem? I don't know. When I was in elementary school, and you had to learn how to write cursive and print and all that fancy stuff with an old-fashioned pencil. Your hand gets tired. That's not a problem that I have had in my recent years. Why? Because we don't use pens, and I have quite the posture when it comes to typing on the computer. So that one disease with your fingers, arthritis. That's not a disease. That one illness, whatever you want to call that arthritis thing, is not a problem of mine because I write well. Do I believe this? Maybe, maybe not. Will my power of positive thinking make it true? Absolutely. That's how it works. The power of positive thinking. Alright, there's part of his shirt. get rid of that box. The box is in my way. Oh, he has an undershirt. Not here. Here he is, he's uptight here. He's a little bit chillaxed. Now he's uptight all of a sudden. Nobody will know if his undershirt's missing, will they? We'll just pretend no. We'll just say like, hey, you did not see that. Guys, attention to detail. Why do you gotta have it? Like I said, I'm erasing my perfectionistic tendencies, which I don't know if I would admit that I am one, but sometimes I have those tendencies, and frankly, I'm gonna say it's good enough and keep going for the sake of this project. And you might have to do that in life sometimes too. Like you can be great. You can be the best. You can have your talents that outstretch everyone else's capabilities because you are unique. However, you are not perfect. I'm sad to say. You have limitations and you are human. Therefore, give yourself some credit for what you can do and don't beat yourself up for what you can't. All right? Words of wisdom from the Vlogomator. That's what's up. Alright, I think we're getting down to the end here. Time is running short, and we'll just get these base colors in. Because although one must make time for his hobbies, one has to go to class. And that one is the one that's talking right now. Maybe other people do that too. I hope other people do that too. I know other people do that too. Other people are doing it right now. That's why my roommates aren't here, because they're at class. Okay. I should have probably colored that first. Anyway, here we go. Off to the wild blue yonder, soaring high. Yeah, I know, I gotta go there. Do 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 da da da. I don't know why I started singing that song. That's a thing I do sometimes. Just songs pop into my head and I sing them. So you have to bear with me or join with me. Either way. I would prefer actually the latter. But if all you're doing is bearing with me, I will probably have to accept the reality for what it is. Because honestly, I can't sing anyway. I mean, I do. And I dare say you can too. And that's fun. Just don't do it well. That's all. I don't do it well. Alright. Bam! Farmer Judson! Throwing his thing. His bone. He needs eyes. He needs pupils. Where are his pupils? Apparently his eyes are green. Same color as the dog. So that's a secret that you didn't know about. But now you do. Also, what did I just do? R. What? B, F. Whoa, F. F does that. So if you want to do whatever that was, click F. D changes the color to default, so it's black again. Brackets to decrease the size of it. And there he is looking. Now, sometimes if you want to get fun, you can put a little glint in his eye. Yeah. Now he's alive. Look at that. Anyway, that's a start. That is a start. I'm willing to, what color should his mouth be? I always struggle with this because there's a tongue in there are teeth in there, and honestly it's a hole. So what really would you see? The tongue, the teeth, or blackness? I usually just go with blackness, to be honest with you. Or I could do all of the above, to be more honest with you. But I haven't decided what his teeth look like, so that's a problem. I'll come back to that later. There is Farmer Judson, and now it's just a rough one, just a rough outline. Erase that stuff in the hat. I'll do more details later. We'll get this done, and eventually he'll be animatable. So, Farmer Judson, get ready to throw your thing. Guys, thank you for joining me this morning. I hope you have a good morning, that you do your homework, or whatever else you need to do, because that's what I need to do, guys. I'm going to go do my homework before class. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Comment if you feel so inclined, and I'll see you next time.